Caitlyn Clark entered the WNBA as the most hyped prospect in the league's history. And she didn't just meet expectations, she shattered them.
For rookies like Clark, as she weaves her way inside, caught at the foul.
In her rookie season, Clark set records that redefined what's possible. She scored the most points ever by a point guard in a single season, broke the record for the most points by a rookie, and dished out more assists than any rookie in WNBA history.
Caitlyn decided not to shoot. Mitchell will hits the three.
Oh my goodness!
Tied again.
This is incredible.
Then, as if that wasn't enough, she became the first rookie to record a triple-double. The list of her achievements just keeps going. But here's a little-known truth you might find surprising. Caitlyn's most remarkable accomplishment isn't a stat or a trophy. It's something far more meaningful. She saved her teammate's WNBA career. Yes, you heard that right. Beyond the impressive stats and accolades Caitlyn Clark achieved in her rookie season, her greatest accomplishment might just be single-handedly keeping Lexie Hull in the WNBA.
Good length on the perimeter on Caitlyn. That is a tough pass.
Wow.
And somehow she got it in.
Today, we'll explore the incredible story of how Caitlyn pulled this off and how it completely transformed the future of the Fever.
90 seconds left to play. Hull penetrating, the reverse falls.
Talk it up, girls. Quicker, Mac. Quicker, Mac. Finish. There we go.
Lexie Hull, like many professional basketball players, had been a standout talent on the court for as long as anyone could remember. As a high school senior, she dominated the game, averaging 20 points and 8 rebounds per game. She led her team to an undefeated 29-0 season, clinching the state title and earning tournament MVP honors.
Lexie and Lacey Hull are twins who torment opponents.
Hull's achievements didn't stop there. She was named Washington's Gatorade Player of the Year and graduated as the all-time leading scorer for Central Valley High School. With a 5-star recruit ranking, Hull chose to continue her basketball journey at Stanford University, teaming up with her twin sister to write the next chapter of their basketball story.
Once we got contacted by Stanford, I think we both were like, this is where we want to go.
During her time at Stanford, she steadily honed her skills and played a pivotal role in helping the Cardinals secure a national championship. Her exceptional talents naturally caught the attention of the WNBA, and in 2022, she was selected as the 6th overall pick by the Indiana Fever.
With the 6th pick in the 2022 WNBA draft, the Indiana Fever select Lexie Hull, Stanford University.
At that moment, it seemed like the perfect fairy tale. A high school superstar, a college champion, and now a lottery pick in the WNBA. The trajectory of her career appeared destined for greatness. Everywhere she went, she had been at the top. And now, with her lifelong dream realized, it felt like the pieces were perfectly falling into place. Unfortunately for Lexie, reality had a different plan. Lexie's transition to the WNBA was anything but smooth. She went from being a college star playing 30 minutes per game to a bench player barely seeing the court for 12 minutes a night.
The basketball part of the transition is really tough.
In college, she was a reliable scorer, averaging double digits and shooting nearly 40% from beyond the arc. In the pros, her numbers plummeted. She averaged less than 4 points per game and shot an abysmal 18% from three-point range. Figures that, in the WNBA, and the NBA too, can spell the end of a career. In basketball terms, it's called being waived. In simple terms, it's getting fired. The Indiana Fever gave her another shot in her second season, but the improvement was marginal at best. Her scoring ticked up slightly from 3.8 to 4.6 points per game, and her three-point shooting crept from 18% to 21%. But anyone familiar with the game knows those are still poor statistics, far below what's expected. It's hard to imagine what was going through her mind after back-to-back seasons of such disappointing performance.
My first 2 years, I was just so upset because I was putting in so much work and my shooting percentages.
For someone so used to excelling, the struggle must have been crushing. In 2024, Lexie Hull's season became a tale of two stories. First, Caitlyn Clark arrived, a college assist leader with a reputation for creating opportunities for her teammates. With Clark on the court, Hull started finding a rhythm. Over her first 16 games, Clark consistently set her up for open looks, and Hull's three-point shooting climbed from career-threatening lows to a respectable 35%. It wasn't stellar, but it was marked improvement.
And that is something that Caitlyn Clark possesses, the ability to see things before they happen. And, stay ready, Lexie. That's what we got to call her.
Even so, however, Hull's career still seemed to be on shaky ground. As a third-year player, through the first 20 games of the season, she was averaging just 3.6 points per game in 13.2 minutes of playing time. Despite the improved shooting, her overall impact was minimal. In fact, she was scoring less than she had in her rookie season, an alarming sign for any player, let alone one trying to secure a place in the league. At that point, Hull's basketball future looked grim. Progress is the expectation in the WNBA, and year 3 is often a make-or-break season. Yet, here she was, stuck in reverse. And then, everything changed. In mid-July, the WNBA season paused for a month due to the Paris Olympics. During this break, something remarkable happened. Lexie Hull and Caitlyn Clark's friendship blossomed. With no games to focus on, they spent more time together off the court, hanging out and enjoying each other's company. They seemed inseparable, like best friends, true besties.
Lexie was doing the drink testing with Clark and the TikTok of the baseball call and all these things that showed they've developed a real friendship.
This new bond didn't just strengthen their off-court relationship, it transformed their on-court chemistry.
And so trying to just be as active as I could, get my hands on as many balls as I could, and take advantage of that.
When the Indiana Fever returned to action on August 16th, things looked entirely different. Suddenly, Hull's shots were falling. Her confidence surged, and with it, the Fever transformed into one of the WNBA's most dangerous teams. After starting the season with a dismal 1-9 record, the Fever went on an incredible 7-1 run following the break.
And at the beginning of the season, my playing time definitely looked different than it did at the end.
The improvement in Hull's game was staggering. To put it in perspective, during the first 20 games of the season, she made just 9 three-pointers on 32 attempts. But in the first 3 games after the Olympic break, she hit 10 threes on just 13 attempts. A performance that underscored her newfound confidence. This wasn't just a comeback, it was a transformation. She was probably on every team's list as the player you should never leave open, no matter what. In simple basketball talk, she was now a problem.
Draws 2 in the corner. Hull, you get 6 for 7 from 3.
How did she pull this off? How did she go from zero to hero? Well, it all came down to Caitlyn Clark understanding Lexie Hull on a deeper level.
Now it's okay, every cut I have, every cut I make, every fast break I run, I have a real opportunity to get the ball.
Caitlyn knew exactly where Lexie was going to be, and with all the defensive attention Clark commanded, it became a simple formula. Run the floor, trust Caitlyn to create, and let Lexie do what she does best, knock down the shot. It was a thing of beauty. Sure, Caitlyn had been finding her before, but now the passes were sharper, the connection stronger, and the fire in both of their eyes undeniable. The two had developed almost a telepathic connection on the court, with Caitlyn able to find Lexie anywhere, anytime.
Clark working her way inside, backdoor pass, Lexie Hull.
Over the final 14 games of the season, Lexie's transformation was astonishing. She was playing nearly 30 minutes per game and shooting an unbelievable 63% from beyond the arc. The change wasn't just in the numbers. You could see it in her eyes and her smile. Everything about her confidence and demeanor screamed revival.
Because the two of you have something special brewing. How did you get that three-point groove going, Lexie?
She had gone from being a bench player with stats that could have ended her career to becoming a starting sharpshooter on a surging team, one that suddenly looked like it could contend for a championship.
Lexie Hull have a day. 5 of 6 from downtown.
Lexie Hull is now a rising star in the WNBA, and her future looks brighter than ever.
Lexie Hull is now, I don't know if I want to say a household name, but a much more well-known name who's in Aflac commercials and is getting endorsement deals, and people are sending out requests, hey, will you come on our show so we can talk to you?
This is a testament to the transformative power of a true superstar and what they can do for a team. Most people know Caitlyn Clark as the player who can drain shots from the parking lot, rack up dimes, and deliver triple-doubles like it's second nature. But she's so much more than just the stats. What truly sets her apart is her ability to elevate everyone around her, a quality that defines a true superstar and arguably the most important trait of all.
You'll eat off the court because of the endorsement deals and everything else that comes along with it, and you'll eat on the court because the best player on the team is looking to feed you.
And speaking of Caitlyn, I don't think the WNBA is ready for what's coming in her second season. I've crunched the numbers, and the results are downright terrifying. For the rest of the league, that is. The WNBA is about to be completely dominated by Caitlyn Clark. And if you're wondering exactly how she's going to do it, don't miss this video right here where I break it all down in detail.